I am glad you decided to join me. So the last 3 months of pregnancy can be tiring, draining, and especially if we forget to eat and keep up with our meals. So my 4 steps are back to basics, key nutrients, fluids, and mastering soft skills. So let's get started. Step number 1, back to basics. Our body needs about 200 to 300 calories a day to support the development of the growth of the baby. This means that eating 3 meals and making sure that you're having those snacks in between are very important. So no skipping, and even if you just have a few bites, it will make a difference. It will increase your energy to function, to move, and your mood. Step 2, key nutrients. So we're talking about grains and proteins. Grains are the main source of energy for our body, especially our brain, and we need that extra energy to give food to our tissues that we are growing, and including that baby. Examples of grains are whole grains, wheat, barley, oats, rice, you name it. Protein. Foods high in protein will give you those building blocks for all the tissue you're generating, including baby. So examples of proteins are meat, all kinds of meat, red meat, chicken, fish, plant-based proteins like lentils, nuts and seeds, and legumes, and also alternatives to dairy like tofu. Now, we eat foods, not just nutrients. So be creative on how you incorporate both your grains and your proteins into both your meals and your snacks, okay? You can even split your meals in half and have your lunch in 2 or your breakfast in 2 times. I talk about the rule of 3, so 3 meals, 3 snacks, and follow Canada's food guide with 3 foods on your plate. Step 3, fluids. Your body produces up to 50% more blood and fluids during this time in pregnancy. So keeping up with those can be hard to do. Now, starting labor dehydrated and low in energy will increase the risk of having negative experience during labor, losing energy while you're pushing, and increase the risk of needing some medical intervention to help you. Step 4, master the soft skills. Talking about sleep and stress. Yes, you will be waking up many times at night for either moving your whole body and pillows, but also perhaps going to pee. Baby is sitting lower and pressing on that bladder, making you want to go more often. Now, having a good sleep hygiene when going to bed is the first step to getting quality sleep and shut-eye hours. Stress can start creeping up in those last 2 months in pregnancy, especially when we're thinking about those what ifs. What if baby? What if this happens? So find a moment for yourself to be present and take a break from all these worries. Meditation, relaxation, or simply going for a fresh air walk can have great impacts in your mood and can give you that break from those little stresses. So just make it happen. These are as important as the food that you eat. Now, because you're still here, I want to add a little bonus step as well, preparing for labor. The amount of energy needed to endure labor is often compared to the amount of energy needed to run a marathon. Athletes prepare a week before their training, before their competition, with what they called energy loading and good night sleeps and minimum amounts of hours of training. So often, the last 2 weeks prior to delivery, we are not feeling well. We are tired, do not sleep, and often forget to eat altogether. Even though we do not know the exact due date or when the baby's gonna come, I want you to be proactive and prepare as the athletes do. A couple of weeks prior to your due date, you can start making sure you eat your meals, your snacks, get plenty of drinks of water, and that you can have that stress checked, and as much as rest as possible. You can do this. It's just my 5 simple steps that you can. It makes the difference between completely surviving and not enjoying to thriving the last 3 months of your pregnancy. If you like what you see, you hear, please just sign up for a 15-minute free call with me, and I will guide you through all these steps and identify which ones you need to focus on. Click the appointment link below, and I hope to hear from you, and happy pregnancy.